Marquise, when we talk about impact, just how bad is this going to get?
This is going to be one of the hardest hitting storms in their history. They have had a major hurricane hit, but it's been almost 50 years since that time period. That was Gilbert back in 1988. But the impacts that they're going to see, well, let's start with the flooding. Rain is going to be a major concern with this Category 5, especially as it tracks towards the west. You'll be in that front right quadrant. We call that mostly the dirty side of any tropical storm or hurricane. So heavy damaging rain, power outages with those strong Category 4 or even Category 5 force winds, mudslides, landslides. Keep in mind, this is a rather mountainous region here across Jamaica. So this water has to go trickle down somewhere, and that's going to be into the roads and communities that are lower lying. So these mudslides and landslides could be another high impact. And we can't forget about the storm surge. That's the height that the water rises above its seasonal average. Therefore, across Jamaica right now, we have hurricane warnings in place, hurricane watches for southwestern Haiti and across south and eastern Cuba. There's also a hurricane watch because after this makes landfall in Jamaica, it's going to pivot towards the north and the east, and Cuba is in that line of sight. Right now, as it stands, the 5 o'clock advisory has maximum sustained winds at 90 miles per hour as Melissa moves west in the open waters of the Caribbean. Water temperatures that are trending warm that will add fuel to the fire, allowing for this to continue to rapidly intensify, likely becoming a Category 4 or potentially even a Category 5 before landfall on Monday into Tuesday coming up. These are the water temperatures that I was just talking about, some of the warmest water on the surface of the earth. And it's not just the upper layers of the water. This is a very deep and warm system that is feeding into Melissa currently right now, in which we could potentially see this become a Category 5 before landfall. As of today, the spaghetti models are a lot tighter, right? So we have a lot of confidence that this is going to make landfall in Jamaica and then push northeast into Cuba, then travel north into the Atlantic, not making landfall here in the United States. As of the last 6 model runs, we still have a tight pairing here. The brighter shade of yellow is the most recent run, pushing this over south and eastern Cuba and then across the Turks and Caicos and the southern Bahamian Islands. They can still feel impacts as well. So in Kingston, you could possibly see upwards of 18 to 24 inches of rain before Melissa is said and done. What we're watching out for is this slowly intensifying, likely to a Category 5 status. But our next cold front is going to keep us out of harm's way here in the United States. Outdoors right now, sunset over Sanford in Seminole County, 77 degrees. Other temperatures show a mix of lower 80s, upper 70s. Pretty dry here in Central Florida today, but change is on its way. Gusty, though, that allows for this high rip current risk and also high surf advisory to remain in place throughout the duration of your weekend. As I mentioned, we'll stay dry tonight, but a few showers will start to creep in as we head into the morning on Sunday with a warm front lifting from the south. Your forecast does show 30 to 40% coverage of showers, warmer tomorrow, upper 70s, mid 80s. Here's that warm front lifting, cold front follows, and then we'll have another cold front returning as we wrap up your work week. Rain chances will be elevated. We see that 60% coverage on Monday to start off the work week, and then we taper the rain away and your temperatures get cooler heading into Halloween. We'll drop down into the lower 70s on Thursday and Friday.